Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here, and this is Hellion. Hellion is a first-person multiplayer space survival game that fuses the survival and space simulation genres, setting players against the deadly vacuum of space as well as other players. In this tutorial video, we'll take a look at some of the basic controls and how to expand your base by docking with new modules. Hellion features fully modular and customizable ships, stations, and equipment, and in order to build a large base, you'll need to find new modules and dock them to your existing station. These modules will not just allow you to customize and expand the size of your base, but they often contain additional necessary components and items. After spawning into your first station, you'll find that many of the station's modules and components are in need of immediate repair or replacement, and the station itself will supply only a few of the necessary components, making it essential that you go looking for more outside of the safe confines of your base. In a small locker near your life support systems panel, you'll find a suit, helmet, and jetpack, which you'll need for this next step. Open the locker. Pick up the suit by pressing the F key, and equip it by holding the R key. Do the same for your helmet and jetpack, and then head over to the nearest airlock. You can open and close your helmet by pressing the X key. Stepping into the airlock for the first time might be a little bit of a surprise, since only the interior of the base itself has artificial gravity, and you'll suddenly find yourself floating weightless with your movement now controlled by the laws of Newtonian physics. Take a moment to adjust yourself to this new environment and get a feel for turning and moving around before moving on to the next step. Once you've adjusted to the new movement controls, head over to the panel on the outside door. But do not open your door until your helmet is back on, so make sure to press the X key so you can see your heads-up display. Next, turn on your jetpack by pressing the T key. You will now have more control over your movement and are ready to exchange the safety of your ship for a thrilling EVA experience. Your base will not have the option to depressurize the airlock, so make sure that you're not floating right in front of the door when you toggle the manual override. Otherwise, you'll get blown out of the airlock and you'll have to waste your jetpack's precious RCS fuel to get back to the base again. Instead, you'll want to tuck yourself into the corner of the doorway and hold the shift key to stabilize yourself as you open the door. Once the air rushes out, you can easily make your way out into space safely. Remember those movement controls from 0G? You're going to need them now as you float in the void of space. Press the K key to bring up your radar and take note of the designated name of the ship nearest you. This is your base. Your radar will show you other objects nearby, and you'll see labels such as module, ship, and junk, which you can target by using the up and down arrow keys on your keyboard. Selecting a target will provide you with a simple heads-up display indicating which direction it is and whether it's above or below you with an arrow. And once you have the object centered, you can start moving towards it. For this tutorial, target the closest module, line it up, and then use the W key to start flying towards it. Keep in mind that your inertia will carry you forward and you don't have to hold the W key down. If you do, you'll likely approach too fast and may very well injure or even kill yourself on impact. Control your speed and make a nice, gentle approach to your target. You'll need to locate the RCS utility access port on the side of the module and open it in order to access the docking system. Make sure that you press the R key once you've accessed the docking system to bring up the docking interface, which will show up with a couple of octagons on your screen. The arrows on the two octagons indicate whether you're lined up correctly for docking, and you'll need to make sure that they're pointing towards each other when you're attempting to dock. Using your up and down arrow keys, go ahead and select your ship from the target menu, and then you will use the same controls as you did for EVA to control the module's RCS and make an approach to your base. The docking bay you've selected will be highlighted with an orange glow, and you'll want to line yourself up nicely with that port. Use the Q and E keys to make sure your rotation is aligned, and do not come in too fast. If you bump your base too hard, it will go tumbling away from you in space and make it very difficult to get back to later on. If you did everything properly, the module will dock automatically when you get close enough, and you can now re-enter your base from your new module. Don't forget to check out what components this new module contains and repair it as necessary. Congratulations, you've successfully completed your first docking. You now know everything you need in order to expand your base by adding modules. In the next tutorial, I'll walk you through the basics of navigating your shuttle so you can go and find more modules to continue growing your base. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends or community, and don't forget to subscribe to get more updates and tutorials on Hellion. This is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off.